Welcome, everybody. My name is Ken Bollender with Prosperity Highway Global with Team Sparky, along with my partner, Steve. Say hello, Steve.
Aloha, everybody. Woohoo!
All right, guys, welcome to the month of October, aka Rocktober. Okay, guys, we are so fired up. We had some delays throughout the summer, even some delays last month, guys, but we are ready. We have some very exciting announcements that's going to be affecting the conversions, which I know we're all excited to get. And guys, we know when those conversions happen. I call it the Braden principle because Don Braden talks about this all the time, guys. As you see the increased activity with our call center, uh, we have 25 outbound call centers that we're trained that literally we're on the phones today. We're going to be rocking that, building up the momentum all through next week. We're going to be doubling that number, and I promise you guys, you're going to be seeing the conversions popping like popcorn. We know how that works, right? With popcorn, it's like pop, 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 and all of a sudden, it's going full speed. So in the month of October, I believe, guys, I will really put this out there that by the end of October, everyone is going to be feeling so excited because not that we're going to be where we want to be at the end of October, but we'll see the progress. We'll see that signups are happening, commissions. So here's the Braden principle: when you have a team and your team starts seeing new people coming into their team, they start to see commissions or both, it's game over, guys. Okay. A matter of fact, is evidence of that, Savings Highway Global has launched an initiative that is going like crazy. And it's really kind of exciting where some of the leaders that are doing different things, all of a sudden they got a $700 check. They didn't know where it came from. And all of a sudden later that week, another few $100s. So all of a sudden they made $800 that week and they didn't have to talk to anyone. Well, guys, that's just starting to happen with Savings Highway. We know that has already been happening with Prosperity Highway Global, and we're going to be doing that even a lot more. Now, some special news, guys, for you. With the Savings Highway Global, we're training our call center to be closers for that as well, right? So when our team is talking to your prospects, okay, our call center team is going, yeah. So, the whole idea, guys, if we make it profitable for the people in our call center where they could be making 1,000 a week, 1,500 a week, 2,000 a week from home, from anywhere on the planet, I like to call that a job opportunity where they're able to make some now money, making some really nice commissions while they're building their team. So the idea, guys, is imagine, I mean, how many people would like this scenario? And guys, I believe in the next 2 weeks, we're going to have a lot of stories of people in the call center knocking down some serious commissions because we've made some adjustments. We'll talk about a little bit later as we dig a little bit deeper. But the bottom line is, guys, the call center is ramping up. Now, guys, from a personal note, I just have to say, I apologize. I was sick in the month of September. We had some mold in our house, and literally, I was dealing with kind of a personal crisis in the month of September. I didn't want it to affect me, but it just slowed me down. It did. But hey, here we are. We move forward from where we're at. And I tell you, I'm having such a great time working with the call center team and so forth. Now, guys, I want to talk about a little bit of a tweak. Okay, a little bit of a tweak on the compensation plan that is getting our call center team motivated to call all those leads in your back office. Okay. And, we keep an open mind. We try to get input, from other leaders, even other company owners that we're working with. And with Savings Highway Global, if somebody comes through with the MMM program and you want to learn about that, you definitely want to learn about that. It's amazing. But when people go through and they just buy, like within the first 2 weeks, then you make a $700 commission on what's called the annual program with the MMM Millionaire Mastery Program. And they have a higher package, which is a VIP. And if somebody buys a VIP, then you make a $2,000 package. Well, the way they set that up to be able to have incentive for their closers, and we're some of their closers as well, but in order for them to have an incentive, if you don't make the sell, or if people just they don't just buy through pure automation, and someone is having to take their time. I don't know what happened to our. There we go. So as you can imagine, if our if the Savings Highway team has to take their time and call out to all of your leads and convert those annual programs and VIP programs, then out of the $700, then they pay some for the call center, so you make a little less if their call center makes the sell for you, and that's fair, right? Would you rather have 50% of a watermelon or 100% of a grape? Right. So then also with the VIP program, you can make a $2,000 commission. I mean, from the leads coming into the system, people can go through into our program. They can get excited. They can attend a webinar with the Savings Highway Global, and they can end up signing up as a VIP. You didn't even talk to them. $2,000 you'll make on that. Now, if their closers call those and they do all that work for you, then you make a little bit less. Okay. So we're kind of taking a page out of that book. And one of the reasons, guys, is we've spent a fortune. We spent millions of dollars in advertising. And I wish, we had a magic wand and we could have got all the conversions that we wanted. But the fact is we didn't. But it didn't mean we didn't spend a lot of money and put a lot of time out there. We did. We want more than anything to come through for everybody. But we've made this investment in millions of leads, and here these leads are sitting. So here's a question for you. Would you be okay taking a page out of a Savings Highway book and consider this? Again, if somebody goes through the normal channels, even if they go through the normal onboarding and our team signs them up, they'll get paid a commission, and you'll make your normal commission. We're not looking to change the deal on you. Really, what we're wanting to do is make an addendum, make an add-on to the deal to say, hey, listen, whatever comes through, nothing changes from that standpoint. But how do we get a team of people fired up and excited to pound the phones to call all those leads in your back office? Well, we need to make it worth their time, don't we? So I proposed, and I put it out, and I haven't had one person think it's not a good idea. Again, this isn't across the board. If you make a sell, nothing's changed. Okay. But these are the leads that are sitting in your back office. We can go to our existing team and say, okay, go get them, guys. And literally, that's what we've launched this week. So our team is going to be calling every single lead in your back office over time and reach out to them, leave one-on-one messages, phone calls, conversations, texts. I mean, we are going to be on your leads kind of like a bulldog on a bone. Okay, that's what's happening. That's what we're launching right now. So imagine, I mean, I asked Sue, for example, I said, Sue, if all of a sudden, let's use the commission on the platinum at AdPack, even though we're not featuring, it's still available. Okay, it's still that's still available, but that's a number we've talked about a lot. So if somebody comes through and buys a platinum package, they get $1,350. Great. Well, I asked Sue. I said, Sue, if all of a sudden you got a commission, you don't know where it came from, of $675, how would you feel? She said, well, I'd be excited. I said, well, would you be excited, or would you immediately turn around and say, hey, it should be more? Okay. And that's okay. If somebody doesn't like, the idea of sharing, some revenue with the people that are doing all the work for them, that's okay. We can put their account on pure automation, and they're just going to go a little bit slower. Okay. But guys, we know that you don't want to go slow anymore. We don't want to go slow anymore. We want to go fast. So we propose that when this is on the leads that we call out, right? Again, I want to emphasize, nothing's changed. If a lead goes through, if you make a sell, you get the full commission. If a lead goes through automation, they go through onboarding, we pay the call center outside of your commission, you get the full commission. Okay, what I'm talking about is leads that we're calling. If you have 1,000 leads, what would it be worth to you to have somebody pounding the phones and calling those 1,000 leads and getting conversions? I think most people will be pretty happy about that. So I haven't talked to anybody yet. I'm sure I might have one person to say, no, I want all the money. I don't want to share any of the money with the people doing all the work for me. I mean, I haven't heard it yet, but if I do, say, okay, we'll flag your account and we'll keep sending text messages and emails. And when they convert, any inbound will take the call. But guys, I think we all know, if you've ever worked in a call center, inbound is a totally different animal than outbound, right? If you want closers, if you want people that are going to be really serious about calling out, they have to get paid for it, don't they? Now imagine if you know, if they're in there. And by the way, if you want to be in the call center, now's a good time to take a look at that option. Okay, and here's another caveat. So let me run a scenario and tell me if you think this would be motivating. Okay, so on a $5,000 sale, and we're going to talk about. Now I'm going to use the platinum even, you know, as an example because I just know the numbers really well. Okay, so excuse me here. Okay, so if I'm in the call center and I'm calling your leads, and I throughout the week I get two deals closed. Okay, so I make 650 and 650. I'm talking the bigger sales. Now we're going to have a lot of smaller sales too. We're going to be selling annuals. We're going to be selling, you know, all kinds of different levels of membership. But I see this happening for our call center. And people like Lola and many others have made thousands of dollars in the call center. But now, guys, instead of that being the exception going forward, that's really going to be the rule. And I'm absolutely committed to building an army of people, an amazing call center that's absolutely going to take our conversions to the highest in the industry. That's our commitment to you. Okay, so let's take an example of someone in the call center. They're calling the leads, and they get two sales that week, 650 and 650. Okay, pretty cool, right? So how would you feel about making $1,350? Pretty nice. Okay. Well, the other thing, guys, is we pay in Sparky points also. Why is that important? Because when we pay through Sparky points, then you can take your Sparky points, put leads in the system, and you can spend a portion of your day calling 100% on your leads. Okay, so how much would you make if you sold one of your own deals from the leads in your back office? Well, $1,350. Okay, imagine you're working in a call center, you make three sales, you make basically $2,700 by making three sales that week. Now, it's not going to go perfect like that, guys. We're going to have annual sales. We're going to have, you know, the new business in a box first level. We're going to have the bigger level. I mean, it's going to be a variety of commissions. But guys, when we combine all the commissions, you know, this new arrangement where people can make some serious money. Let me ask you, okay, the way it was before, now it's still, if you're in the call center and somebody comes through, and for example, when Janet signed up a platinum for Sue, Janet made $270, and Sue made $1,350. Now, don't get me wrong, Sue was happy, or Janet was happy with the 270, but can you see how she's going to be a little bit more motivated if she did the same job and make $675 instead of the 270? I think you can see why, you know, that's really a lot more motivating. So guys, what an exciting time. And we're going to be adding other products and services in the back office. Uh, you know, it's kind of cool that people are seeing Savings Highway and go, man, that's so cool. You just send out a link and they make the sales for you. Well, guys, that's what we've been offering this whole time. Okay, we just need to work on our process. You know, we've been refining our process and you know, just really getting things tuned in. But that's what we're all about, right? What we're all about is making it easy. Talk about the original non-selling system. That's what this whole vision has been, right? Where someone just drives leads in, they go through automation, they talk to our call center, we sign them up. I mean, that's been our vision literally for a decade. And anyway, guys, I'm so fired up, and we're so committed to coming through for you. And I'm seeing comments. I want to be in the call center. I want to be in the call center. Guys, you're welcome. You're welcome to join. And I'm in the call center starting here a couple of days ago. My commitment is to be in the call center going forward, at least for the next few weeks, at least 4 out of 5 days, throughout the week. I'm very focused on that. I'm going to be making calls myself because I feel like, if I could lead that as well, if I can lead by example, and really to take that and be able to take that example and replicate myself. Okay, now here's what's really exciting is Simona has been working with the call center in such an amazing way for months. She's done a phenomenal job. And when we were doing the role playing here yesterday and today, I mean, I was blown away with some of the role playing. We just came up with the script, and anyway, Robin is one that comes to mind, and Maggie, And we had others that just didn't do a role playing in front of everybody. But man, our team is good. I tell you what, our team is good. And through repetition, as we really nail that script. For example, we have our ever webinar, our ongoing 24 webinar. So what we're doing is we're having our team call out and say, okay, everybody out of all these leads, when we've been doing these voicemail drops, 50,000 voicemail drops a day, we've sent those out to about 500,000 people. We've been seeding the ground. Okay, so people have been going into the webinar, and that's a perfect target for our call center. Okay, so people that first of all even saw the landing page of the call center, we could reach out to them. People that registered for the call for the webinar but didn't attend, we're reaching out to those. Okay, people that attended the webinar, went through the webinar and didn't buy, we're targeting those. The other people that we're targeting in the call center, guys, and I think a lot of you will be excited about this, is the starter members in your back office. As a rule of thumb, if you have about 10% of your members back there is our average, of the 90% are free and 10% are paid members. Now our goal is, and I strongly believe we're going to be raising that ratio. Some of our members, because they've been more hands-on with their team, like Kevin, I believe his has been like a 20% paid to free members. And with this call center, guys, our goal is to raise that to 20%, 30%. Now, do we want to eliminate that? Not at all. We're always going to have more free members than we're going to have paid members. It's a funnel, right? So when people join our system and they get a login, they get a password. Well, that's a lead magnet, guys. And so they're giving us permission to market to them continually because they're one of our free members. So those are the kind of targets we're going to be hitting, guys. And then the other thing is with our automation, as you guys are driving these other funnels, we're really going to be employing what's called the speed to lead process. And that is when someone's going through, when they put their information over one of your capture pages, in some cases we'll want to respond immediately. In other cases, we'll have it timed to where if somebody, let's say like registering for the webinar, they register, but they don't join, when they were scheduled to, that'll schedule a call or a text to our call center, and we're going to be right there, right? There's a saying, strike when the iron is hot. So that's just a tip of the iceberg, guys, of the targets that we're going to be reaching out to for your prospects that are in your back office. I mean, I'll be frank, mostly this whole time we've been relying pretty much on inbound. So literally this is the week that we've really been starting the outbound. And I am, yes, Steve, I was buying you a little time. So I'm glad that you're back. Steve's doing some last minute updates on some really exciting things that we're going to talk about. I'll finish just a couple of quick points, Steve, and then I'm going to kick it over to you, partner. So the three things that I'm most excited about, guys, is as you can tell, without a doubt, the call center, right? And the other thing, guys, is that completely segments us, away from the competition. There's a lot of AI, and we are going to, you're going to learn more about AI, not just with our funnel, but those that want to learn more about AI. You'll be able to learn more about AI with our master training programs and so forth that Steve's putting together. I mean, we will be the AI of AIs, right? But even all the AI that's out there, who has a call center with people? I mean, I've not seen it. Okay. And so that really distinguishes, we're not just a high-tech company. It's high tech, yes, to do the heavy lifting, but it's high touch, where we're building a community. And see, guys, that's what's sticky, right? People do business with people they know, like, and trust. Well, as charming as Sparky is, I think Sparky's good at getting the foot in the door, but for them to meet our family, that's where people stick. Business is about relationships. So we're not just relying on high tech, guys. It's high tech and high touch, and the combination is something I haven't seen anywhere, and it's something we're very passionate about that. Okay, so Anyway, what I'm most excited about is the call center, number one. Okay. Uh, the new webinar that should be up with Steve and I are committed to have that up by this time next week. And guys, it's fire. What Steve has put together is absolutely amazing. Okay, that's the second thing we're excited about. And I kind of saved almost the best for last, Steve. That's the business in a box, right? Everybody for the last year have been saying, "Hey, man, I love Sparky. Could you set that up for my company?" No, we can't. No, we've got to focus on us. I mean, Steve, how many times have you had people ask, could you get this automation set up for my company? I don't want to do six companies. I just want this for my one company.
At least once a week. Yeah, and when it was like daily, when I was rocking and doing a lot of sales stuff with the team, I was hearing it all the time. That's what mostly people want, especially leaders. They want something that's geared towards them, and they don't want their team to take their focus off of their main project. So it's not that they don't want to earn from multiple streams of income, because almost all of them signed up still. But for them to pull the trigger to share it with their team was a whole nother story. And for them to really dive in, because, they want to build their company that they're already with. And, why we do that, I mean, you can put any two companies up on the dashboard. I mean, if we're being honest and open here, it's really secondary. I mean, it kind of comes, it's not a true marketing system for those other companies. And so that's why we have system in a box, and we'll get more into that here in a second. But yeah, I would all the time. So many people were like, I'd join right now, but if I could have Sparky for myself. And so why would we want to turn those sales away for you guys? Right? If we're getting somebody in, like Ken says, we're getting the camel's nose in the tent, then let's give them what they want. And so that's what we have.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. There's Jim Rohn would say, go to people where they're at and then bring them where you're at. So someone says, hey, I want a system for my one company. Great. We can do we can do that. And guys, I'm going to make a prediction here that this business in a box is going to go viral because it is absolutely amazing. And I'll be really frank about one thing. Okay, when we set someone up with their business in a box with a lot of the same automations that we have here, a lot of the same functions, an email, ringless voicemail, text messages, all of those things. Guys, I'll just tell you, it's frankly a lot easier to do it on a decentralized basis with a small scale. Okay, I'll be frank, it's a little harder than what I expected to do things. We grew so fast, and all of a sudden our growth became our biggest challenge is like, how do you email 2 million people?
And get
And
in their inbox.
yeah, and get in their inbox. How do you
Yeah.
send out these massive text messages without the carriers blocking it? See, when you do things on a large scale, it's a lot harder and there's a lot more moving parts. But what we're offering with the business in a box is a lot of the same exciting technology, but custom for that leader and their team for what they're most passionate about. And guys, my belief on that is just 1,000%. I mean, that's the way it's going. Matter of fact, I mentioned this, our upline, John Malott, made millions and millions of dollars in the industry. And he's told Steve and I many times, I know I have to offer this to my team. We can't be back, 20 years ago, talking to your friends and your family and doing three-way calls and more recently, doing DM messages to people and being a pest to people. Okay, with technology, there's no reason where people have to chase people. So with this business in a box, they'll be plugged into ad spend with social media, lead sources. We'll pump leads in there, and we're going to get your whole system, pretty much everything we're doing here, but in your little business in a box. And the other thing, guys, what's really nice is it gives people the feeling that their hand is on the steering wheel of their success, right? When we're doing things on a big scale, well, you may or may not have a lot of growth and you may feel like, well, it's not really in my control. With this business in a box, it very much is in your control. So if you're a leader and you get set up with that, or someone, anyone in our system, or with any company that wants to use this to brand themselves, this system is designed for them to really brand themselves, have lead come in, develop a team, have a lead rotator. The teams go to their, leads come into their team. Their new members will take a lot of the appointments, pre-qualify them, and then take them to the leader, and he does the closing. It's kind of like the third party, but the leader's team doesn't have to go talk to their friends and their family, because we have lead generation built right in the system with automation. Guys, when you come to see this, it is fire. But here's the prediction. I forgot to finish that thought. Here's the prediction. This will absolutely go viral. Okay, so somebody gets set up with the business in a box. Leads are coming in, they're converting them. The big hook, guys, when they're advertising for the business in a box or system in a box, the big hook is people are looking for an automated system. So they may, so let's say, if I'm just going to use a name everybody knows. I mean, nothing to laugh at. They did billions last year, but let's say if you're Amway, right? So you have an automated system online that people are coming in, and you're not saying the word Amway, or no matter what company is, you're not branding your company out on the, with the ad, you're branding yourself. So the message is, do you want a system that works, a system of duplication, where people don't have to go to their friends and family? So they go to your ad, they go to your page, and they see a video about you, maybe a couple of videos about you. And the whole idea, guys, is you want to let people know who you are. Okay, so people, out of all the people out there, what do you offer with this system? Is you offer your unique personality. You're going to draw a certain person, right? Now you'll talk about your product category, but you're going to have a lot of people coming in, filling out lead forms, setting appointments, and then you're going to build your team. Okay, and then we'll get in more into the details here, but as a concept. So people come in, you're building your team, and then what happens? Okay, they could stay a part of your team and put in $10, $15 a day on their ad spend and just stay under your umbrella if they want. But if they want, say, hey, I'd like to brand myself, I'd like to be a leader, then as they have success, then they can go ahead and set up their system. But the other reason, guys, why this will go viral is if you're the brand leader and you have this system, as people are coming in, everyone that buys, you're making $1,000. Okay, it's kind of important, right? So while you're building your residual income to build your one company, even the people that don't join you, they still want a system. So if you could be making $1,000 commissions as the brand leader, and by the way, the people on your team, they can make an $800 commission. You just make a pure override of $200. You could also do commission splits with your team. I mean, it's your team. You could split the commissions however you want. Anyway, that's kind of the 40,000 foot view. But anyway, I want to turn it over to Steve. Steve, I know you are I tell you, first of all, put some fire in the chat for Steve. I mean, he has put together some amazing graphics and videos and presentations, not only for the business in a box, but the webinar that we're rolling out next week. Guys, I mean, what he has put together is just phenomenal. And by the way, for the first 10 people with our business in a box, there's two things that are really, really important that the new people get. Because as this grows, Steve's not going to be available to do your personal stuff. Okay, but you come in and you say, hey, I want this technology to build my brand for my company. Imagine having Steve doing your graphics for you. Okay, just amazing. And then Ron, who really, I mean, the guy's a guru. He's 25 years in lead gen. He knows how to do the hooks on social media. He knows how to send out the mass emails and not be in the spam. Steve, what was the percentages of emails open I think it was like 70,000 emails on one of the batches he sent this week. It was like over 60%, wasn't it, open rate?
Crazy open rates. Well, ridiculous.
Yeah. So here's what the first 10 people get with the business in a box. They get Steve and they get Ron. And my commitment as well. I'll be in the background working on, working with the automations. interfacing with our software providers. So you get the three of us customizing, building your automation business, all of your automation, your business in a box for you. So that's what the first people get. We've already had 3 of the 10 spots taken already. So if you're interested, but when we're done here, if you're interested, you'll definitely want to schedule an appointment and get your questions answered to see if this might be a good fit for you or someone on your team. But Steve, I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to turn over to you, my partner.
Yeah, I was just gonna real quick just comment on what you know on what you're talking about here, part of the conversation. Um, the system isn't just, you know, the system in a box can also work really, really well for people that are really hungry to grow their Sparky business.
Right.
So, yeah, it's not just, you know, you don't just have to have another company that you're marketing. You can be marketing the Sparky system through your own system in a box where you have control over all the ads, you have control over the leads that are coming in from those ads, you're taking appointments with them, and your team is also taking appointments as well. And you guys are continuing to build your multiple streams of income. But now you have control and you're branding yourself. That's the key. Is you're really branding yourself. And now with our new training series that I'm getting excited about, man. I'm really getting excited about the coaching and the training. We're going to go deep into a lot of different things, including your online presence, your online brand. You know, when somebody, I mean, I've done this a million times. Um, I don't know how many times I've done this, but somebody will send me a link and they'll say, hey, you know, maybe I don't know them that well. If it's somebody I know, I'll usually stick with them. But somebody will send me a link to an opportunity. I'll get excited about that opportunity. The first thing I do is I go and Google that opportunity and I look for leaders. I want to join a team that's got momentum. And so when I see somebody's face pop up and I look through their stuff and I like what they have and I like they have a system that they're marketing this product or this company with, 9 out of 10 times I'm going to join that guy. Again, and especially if it's just somebody, you know, that I don't know that invited me to an opportunity. Usually if it's somebody I know, I'll stick with them and then we'll try to mirror what those other guys are doing. But so that's where you get, you know, if you have your own system and you're marketing the Sparky system, when people are, you know, seeing ads and stuff and they Google it, they're going to pop up and they're going to want to join people that are leading the charge. So does that make sense, Ken?
Yeah, yeah. So when you have the ads, you don't want to put in the ad your company because they're like, oh, good idea, I'll check it out. But if they come through and they people buy you, right? So they come in,
Right.
you share who you are. The right people will gravitate toward you, your tribe, so to speak. And this is a tribe building system, kind of like that word, So
Yeah.
people that are like you or respect what you stand for, who you are, they're going to come in, learn about you, and then part of the system is have a list of testimonials of people that are endorsing you and just singing your praises and it's all about you. It's one thing, guys, just before Steve gets into the details, if you're in Sparky, you can sell the Brand Rise 360 AI. Okay, why is it Brand Rise? Well, it's all about you, that individual and their brand. Okay, it's all about them, and for that reason, we have it separate. Okay, because it's very important that people know there's a kind of a wall there to where if somebody comes in and they just want to promote their one company, that we're not cross promoting Sparky. They're like, well, I don't want to use your brand because you're going to introduce people to Sparky, and now my team's not focused. They're in 6 other companies. So I hope you can appreciate this is separate. Okay, so uh, now, so people that are in the brand rights system will not be marketed to for Sparky, but the other way around, it's completely different. Okay, so this is a product on the menu. So as you're building a team and somebody comes in and they say, hey, I want this. Okay. And they buy it. then you get your commission off that. And so they're off their own and they're building their thing. Okay. So it's just additional revenue that I'm really excited the fact that our Sparky team could be making the commissions. And guys, you don't even need to understand this. It's just another product that if any one of your leads buy, you get money. Okay. So anyway, Steve, I don't want to take any more of your
All
thunder.
right. No, that's great, Ken, man. Put some fire in the chat for Ken too, man. He's been at it, up at 4 o'clock every morning, focused into it, researching, digging deep, doing and working with the programmers. Man, Ken, you're putting it down, dude. I thank you for everything that you do too. I can't take all the credit here at all. Nowhere near. If you weren't doing what you were doing, what you do, I can't do what I do, and I think vice versa. So it's
I couldn't do this alone,
it's
partner.
no way. All right, guys, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to jump right into it. I got a couple things I want to share with you. The first thing I want to share is our new webinar funnel. And this is our conversion king. This is going to be uh, this is what's going to create conversions for us across all of our ad packs, for every lead that's out there, for every lead that Ron's sending us, for every lead that you're sending through the system. This new webinar funnel is absolute fire. And very, very excited about it. I want to share with you also, we're gonna dive into the Brand Rise 360 dashboard. We're gonna look at it. We're gonna hopefully our replicated links might even go live while we're on this Zoom. I keep checking. They're working on that right now. They already are there. I mean, if you had the link, you could be sending people to your replicated link as of right now. But we're just working out a couple things in the background, so then that way it's a smooth process. When somebody signs up, we want to make sure that you're getting credit. Now, let's say that you are using one of the links that you already have, the brandrise360.ai.com, and somebody signs up. Hey, we're going to make sure that you're getting credit. I can promise you that the credit's going to go where the credit is due. And so we're going to go through the Brand Rise 360, and then I'm really excited about the STC cards. We're getting more information. We're getting some pros to kind of help us to turn those into NFTs. It's really a phase 2 project, but I'm excited because it's moving forward, and we're really putting some time into it, and it's getting exciting. I mean, we have a whole comic book that's kind of like a comic book style ebook series that's coming out with all of this, with all the STC cards and certain ones picked out with little bubbles, and it's going to be like comic book style with a whole flow that reads through a whole storyline. We're also prepping for our next launch. So Electra is going to join the crowd. So we're going to do about 50 cards with Electra. And then by next year, coming into January, we will be in our momentum phase. And that's exactly what we'll be releasing is the next set of STC cards will be our momentum series. So very, very exciting. I want to go over that with you guys and showcase those new cards. And so other than that, I'm going to get ready. I'm going to go. So I'm going to share my screen here. Let me make sure I got my windows set up. Okay. So this is the new funnel page. And again, this is already replicated to you guys. We're just waiting for Ken and I have some final touches we're going to be putting on the actual Zoom that we have in this funnel system. And as soon as that's done, then we're going to release this so it all flows. Because what's happening here, you guys, is the emails that Ron is sending out immediately to all the leads that he's sending us. He's prepping them. He's warming them up. He's getting them to engage. And what we've found is that the most popular openers, 60% out of 70,000. It's like 30,000 people that clicked on an email wanting to get information on us. That information wasn't signing up for a company. That information, we weren't, asking them to sign up for something. We weren't asking them to spend money. We weren't saying, come and join an AI company because there's everybody else is doing that, right? What it is it's an informational email, and we're hitting trigger points. One of the biggest triggers is people are afraid of AI taking over their jobs. People are afraid of what's coming next with AI. People are, afraid that they're going to get left behind. And people are afraid that they're not going to be able to provide for their family and their kids. The next generation's even going to have it tougher. How are they going to survive? And so people are feeling these pressure points, these pain points. And so our emails coming from Ron are answering those pain points. We're saying, hey, are you fearful of AI taking over your job? We've got some answers. And they're clicking on that stuff. So we decided to make our webinars 70% value, answering those questions, bringing people in on the conversation, talking to people where they're at, helping them answer those pain points about AI. The future isn't years away; it's already here. And the fact is that they want to catch the wave. They want to catch the hidden wave, and they want to know what's coming next with AI. And so we go through and we really talk to people about, the old paycheck for hours model is going away. As a matter of fact, there's probably not going to be a whole lot of jobs left that are paycheck basis. Those jobs are going to go to people that have AI skills. As a matter of fact, OpenAI, which owns ChatGPT, just released official announcement that they'll be releasing. They already have a university, okay, but they're also announcing that they are opening a job board and a certification course to get certified with ChatGPT from OpenAI, not some off the wall branded, certification. This is straight from ChatGPT, which is the number one chat out there. It's the most popular, it's the most relevant. I know there's some other really good ones, but we're going to talk about ChatGPT because it's what's most popular. It's what people know. They know it. It's like Coke. It's a Coke, even if it's a whatever kind of soda. People call it Coke, right? Because that's what we recognize it as. It's been termed Coke. Same thing with AI. It's been termed Chat GPT. No matter what you're on, so you get certified, and then you get on their job board as a certified Chat GPT user. And now jobs are going to be searching for people that have AI skills and are certified by ChatGPT and OpenAI. So that's the way the world is going. We know it. We're getting, and there's a lot of people out there that are scared, that are worried that, it's going to take over their job. What are they going to do? And so we help ease their fears by really talking to them. About these issues, about these things coming up. And then we give them some real hands-on training. So we're, one, we give them the full ebook. I know a lot of you guys have read it. I'm glad that you guys like it. It's a part of a whole series that we're doing. So every month or two, we'll release a new ebook in the series, and we'll be doing training on those ebooks live during our master training courses. Um, and and so it's just meeting people where they're at and giving them 70% value, really going through and talking to them about what's happening. The shift is already happening. Work is changing, but you don't have to do this alone. You can be part of a team. So during the webinar, even though we're giving them hands-on training, I pull up ChatGPT on the screen. We do prompts together. I drop a PDF that they can download right there and then on the Zoom. They can copy and paste the prompts into their ChatGPT. And then I tell them, I say, hey, you don't have to um, follow along trying to do all this stuff while I'm doing it. As a matter of fact, just download your PDF. And if you stay to the end, you're going to get access, you're going to get a code to replay this Zoom anytime you want. And you'll be able to rewind it, pause it, and fast forward it. You'll get all the PDFs at the end. So I dropped about 4 or 5 different PDFs during the training with copy to paste prompts on it and everything that I'm training them on. And then at the end, so I'm always keeping them till the end because we know if we 70% we're giving them value and bringing them in on the conversation, meeting them where their pain points are and giving them some real world value that day. And the stuff that we're going to be training them on is really, really cool. It's very useful right away. If somebody went and did it in an hour, they could have a full launch kit ready to go for any company, any product, or anything that they want to do. And they can launch it in one day, in a couple hours. They can have a whole launch kit. Um, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do that, and we're always teasing them to stay to the end because at like about the 45-minute mark, we drop our offers. That's when we start talking about Sparky AI system. And hey, we know that, we tell people, hey, there's a lot here. You've learned a lot. There's a lot more for you to learn. We're always talking about the masterclass training series, which is part of our Elite Annual. It's included. It's a $1997 deal on its own, but it's $1997 to get the Elite Annual, where you get all of the perks with that too. So we don't tell them that until we drop the offer, but we're always teasing that masterclass training series. And we're always teasing that our all-in-one system, our instant launch system, will do all of this stuff for them. So by the time we get to our drop, they're on the edge of their seats. We've built a lot of value in their lives. They're waiting till the end so they can get all their bonuses, and they can get all of the downloads, and then they can get access to the replay of the video. So that way they can pause and they can rewind and they can fast forward and they can follow through with this launch kit, which is awesome, which they really are enjoying. Um, so that's it. And then, of course, the ebook drops at the end of the webinar. And also, not only just that ebook, but they get they get a subscription to our ongoing ebook series. So we'll keep sending them ebooks every time we come out with another ebook in our training series. We're going to send it to them. And in that ebook, of course, we're constantly touting the annual elite, the Sparky system, and the master class, the master training class. So they can have some one-on-one coaching, they can dive deeper, and they can have, a lot of this stuff done for them. So it's almost like we want to give them a lot of value, but we also want to exhaust them just a little bit. Like, wow, okay, so this is great, but it's still, there's a lot to do. I can see that there's, I'm gonna have to put a lot of time into it, which I want to do, but I need to make money now. I need, I want to do something now. What can I do now? And then that's when we offer them our offers. That's when we drop the offers. When we get them to that point, then they're like, hey, I want to do this. I'm going to join this system. I'm going to get the masterclass training series. I can learn while I'm earning. This system's going to go to work for me right away. And I can make $500 commissions right off the bat for people that come through this same webinar the same way I did and buy this same package because I can see it. And then everything else that we have, and we got a call center that's doing all the sales for you, following up, and we got AI, and we really do a really good job when we get to the sales portion of selling them hard in that last 20 minutes of the webinar, in the last 25 minutes. We start with the Elite Annual, we drop down to the Pro. While we time the Elite Annual for 10 minutes, we drop down to the Pro, but we say, hey, we're going to extend the Elite Annual for 5 more minutes, but we want to talk to you about another entry level, way you can get in, just in case that 1997 is a little bit out of your reach right now. And or maybe you can't get qualified for financing. We have another product that we can get you into. It's about $100 a month. You get some leads, you get your feet wet. But while we're doing that, we're extending the annual elite offer for like another 5 minutes while we talk about the Pro. So, and then we do it one more time. We extend it 5 more minutes for like, okay, we see a lot of people, signing up. I know maybe some of you guys need to go find your credit card, or, let's talk about, we also have a free offer. And so we'll talk to them about the free offer right before we wrap up, because we don't want people walking away without joining the system one way or another. So it's really well set up. We've done a lot of research. We've done a lot of training ourselves to get to where we're at with this new funnel, webinar funnel. You can see this landing page and webinar funnel sign up page is really cool. I'm just going to play this video for you guys real quick so you kind of get a vibe of what's going on. And then we're going to jump into some more information. Work is shifting fast. AI is advancing at an incredible pace, and it's eliminating jobs at an alarming rate. Companies are asking fewer people to do more, and the old paycheck for hours model is being squeezed out. But here's the good news. There is a smarter way forward. A simple home-based business can give you the freedom, flexibility, and reoccurring income that you need. That's why we created this exclusive 3-part webinar. Join myself, Hawaii Steve, and my partner Ken Bollender as we dive in. In part 1, you'll get real training and value, a step-by-step plan for beginners, and 5 simple ways to earn from home with AI. And when you register and attend and stay till the end, you'll receive the first ebook in our monthly series, The Future-Proof AI Blueprint. This is just the beginning of our masterclass training series, and you'll get free access to the whole ebook series month after month just for attending. In part 2, you'll see how AI is reshaping work right now and why you don't want to have to do this alone. With Sparky AI plus our live call center team, you'll have agents following up, closing sales, and a 24/7 Zoom support so you're never left stuck. In part 3, you'll discover how you can activate a plug-and-play AI cash machine instantly after the webinar ends. No setup required, no tech overwhelm, and with the special code revealed at the end of the webinar, you can even start completely free. No credit card required. We will also have discussions and look into a very possible future in a utopian society and how to position ourselves as co-creators. I mean, imagine a life of freedom, stress-free, disease-free, with no financial pressures, a future we can be proud of for our next generation. This isn't just a business, it's a revolution, but seats are limited daily. Reserve your spot now by clicking the button below. Join us live and unlock your free copy of the Future-Proof AI Blueprint, plus access to the full monthly training series, totally free, just for attending this action-packed, fun webinar. Your future starts here. So that's kind of a little bit of the vibe of, getting them excited. And again, we're meeting people where they're at, and we're bringing them in on the conversation. And so I think that I know for a fact that we're going to get some serious traction with this. All we got to do is get them to stay for the whole webinar, and we'll get a ton of people signing up for that annual elite. It's a no-brainer. It's $60 a month when you finance it with the firm, PayPal, Klarna, Afterpay. We got 4 different ways that you can get that one approved for financing, and you don't have to have great credit. You don't have to, have a hard pull on your credit. It's a soft pull on your credit. So, it's like a no-brainer. So that's our funnel. This is the funnel that Ron is sending out in his emails, which links right over to ours. So when they click on it, they're going to be on setting up into our funnel, right? So his talks about the same kind of thing. We're going to give you guys value during the webinar. We're going to be dropping PDFs and workflows and worksheets and exactly what we're doing. We're giving away AI. We're going to show them how with just $3 a day, they can advertise their launch kits. We'll show them how to do that. We're going to introduce them to BrandRise 360 if they want to take it further and really start launching out their systems, all for you guys. And we introduce them to BrandRise 360 during our webinar very cleverly. So the first launch kit that we put together is launching a product or an offer. And we say, now go pick your favorite affiliate program that you're working with, because we're going to help you create a launch kit for that for yourself. I'm going to demo BrandRise 360, and I drop a flyer about BrandRise 360 and how they can go get their affiliate link. And I tell them it's a high paying affiliate program that if you want to join, if you want to follow along with BrandRise 360, you're more than welcome. But please, if you got something else you want to do, just do that. You don't have to. I'm just going to demo BrandRise 360. And so I demo BrandRise 360, setting up a launch kit for it. and it really gets people excited about it without selling Brand Rights 360. Um, so it's really cool. And so, he kind of lays it out. You're getting all this value again for free just for attending the webinar. You're getting over $1,500 worth of value just for attending our webinar. And then, he goes over it more. We've got some of our testimonial videos that we've done here, and some question and answers. And it's a really well put together webinar landing page for our funnel. And so that's what, 30,000 people just saw, which is phenomenal. And I'm okay. So I got two things I want to share with you guys real quick before we move on to the next section. Okay, Ken, I ain't even really talked to you about this, but this is my personal deal to you guys. Okay, I'm taking a limited amount of people in the master training course, and I'm going to do a spin-off where we're going to actually go into the OpenAI university. We're going to start studying the OpenAI university, preparing ourselves to get certified once the certification course goes live with OpenAI. I'm going to be hosting a OpenAI training series specifically geared towards getting you certified on OpenAI and ChatGPT. I told my son, "You're doing it. I'm doing it. Everybody I know is doing it," because even if you're not going to go to work, which we don't want you to go to work, but you certainly probably should have a good understanding on how Chat GPT works, because we're all going to be using it, and our kids are going to be using it. And so we want to know what they're doing and help them as well. So I'm taking a limited number of people that are getting that annual elite right now. If you want to be included in it, let me know, hit me up, and I'll include you in it. If you get a Brand Rise 360 package, I'm going to include you in that as well. It will be an upsell. It's not going to be included free in our training series, but I will be that'll be a continuous thing that we're going to be doing. So if you want to do it as a group, and if you want to learn with me personally and go through the university together, that's the way that you can do it. And then once certification comes up, we're all going to go get certified together. So that's
Hey, Steve,
exciting.
I'd like to make just a quick comment. I was congratulating Steve with this whole vision of taking the emails that Ron's put out there, and it's not a pitch, right? And the idea is you give value, you give value, you give value. It's like a 3.5 to 1 ratio. So if we're out there just pitching our product, um, those of you that know Alex Hermosi was talking about this. He said, okay, people take so much time to make a decision. A lot of people take more time, need more information. And that's the bulk of people. And there's some outliers, the minority of people that they see something, they buy it, they take action. And guys, we're thinking for the long haul as well. Do we want immediate results? Yes, but this approach is thinking, really planning for the long haul. So, with the emails, and then they come into the webinar. We're not just, okay, here's our product, we're pitching it. Or just again, congratulating Steve, because he's marketing to the 70%. Hermosi recommends a ratio where it's, like a lot of your efforts are to this bigger group, because they're all moving to the point of making a decision and joining us. But it's just brilliant. I mean, what Steve's put together. Again, people do business with people they know, like, and trust. And so when people come in, part of the value, and Steve, maybe you could just kind of give a little bit more detail on that. Unless I missed it, I apologize. But when they come in, you're saying, here's how you can leverage AI to, really to make money and, for your job security. So you don't just say, well, join Sparky or join.
You got muted, Ken. You accidentally muted yourself, partner.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go.
So anyway, you lay out all the different ways that they can leverage AI. And by the way, one of it is kind of complementary with the business in a box, because people that are in that type of account, you could literally be over time, you could become an agency and you can set up companies with AI, with workflows, right? So you could really take your financial future in your hands with all of these new tools we're putting on the table, guys, and all this education. Um, it's amazing. The value is incredible. But Steve, I just want to congratulate you. I mean, when you put this together, the way you put this together is just genius. It's brilliant. So great job.
Yeah, thank you. And I really am not taking it lightly. I'm really putting it in. This is what I'm doing, and that's what I'm doing. So uh, I don't want you guys to think that this brand rise 360 thing is taking away because it really isn't. Um, I might take a day and I'll focus on brand rise 360, and then I take 5 days and pushing conversions and working this webinar and the ebook and the training and everything that goes into it has to be done first. So then we can drop these worksheets, we can do the training, we can, everything flows correctly from start to finish, from when they open up an email to they're getting text messages and follow-up emails till they attend our webinar, till they register for the webinar. They're getting follow-ups and emails and text messages from the webinar. They're getting voicemail drops that are all consistently talking about the same thing. Then they get on the webinar and they're not, it's not like a bait and switch. We're giving them the information that they wanted, that they are interested in. And that's what a majority of the people are wanting, you know? They just want to be part of a community. They want to feel like they're part of the solution, that they have people that they can lean on, that they can talk to, that are doing things in AI, and that they can just learn to use it just for simple things like, just even the simplest things to help free up time, for you to be able to spend time with your friends and family. Writing an email can sometimes take hours. You start getting into it and, oh, I got to change that. I got to change that. I got to change that. Now you can set up your voice card and we show people. As a matter of fact, let me show you real quick. This is a sneak peek into the webinar. I'm going to show you guys some slides that we're putting together. Um, so keep in mind that this is actually going to be a video. I only got it on a slide deck just for my reference point when we're putting on video. So it starts out, we talk to people like, what are you going to discover today? You're going to discover what's really happening with AI, how ordinary people, not tech experts, are creating automated income streams and simple plug and play systems, how automation, AI, follow up, and duplication tools are freeing time and scaling results for real people, how to ride the AI wave instead of getting wiped out by it, and the mindset shift, instead of being fearful of AI, actually know how to use it and things like that. So this will be me talking live. This will be the slide that's up on the screen. And then we go to the next one and we're going to talk about the shift is already happening. 92 million jobs will be displaced over the next 4 years. Again, more reason for people to start learning AI and for them to be able to share that information with their kids and their loved ones and their family. And how other better way to do it than learn this stuff themselves? Fear is normal, but the bigger risk is standing still. The future is not going to wait. But the good news is you're not alone. You have a team behind you. We're here for you. Stay tuned till the end of to the end of this webinar to get your future-proof AI blueprint ebook. So I'm
Hey,
always
Steve, just real quick, I put in the chat that article that I sent to you where Goldman Sachs projects that 300 million jobs worldwide will be lost to automation,
yeah,
and 30% of US jobs may vanish by 2030. Amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so the whole thing is, and I tell people, hey, this is happening more and more. The fact is that you're going to have, I mean, just to survive and to provide for you and your family, you're going to have a home business. Most people are going to have to go into home business to really survive, or be an AI prompting, wizard, or get certified. In all cases, we can help you. So that's kind of the gist of it, and then I go into, again, what are you going to get? You're going to get the access to our monthly ebook series, part of our master training breakthrough program. So again, I'm always touting the master training breakthrough program, which is a paid product and which is part of our elite annual, which is the big offer that we drop. So we're always getting their mouth wet to come join this master training breakthrough program. This all takes about 10 minutes. I kind of introduce myself. I introduce what's going on. Then I get into the training. We talk about 5 simple ways to earn from home using AI, and that's in our ebook. But we start with freelancing with AI as your assistant. But before we do that, we help them. We tell them, hey, I'm going to be using BrandRise 360, high ticket affiliate offer. If you want to go grab your affiliate link right now, great, go do that. Again, they're going to be attached to you if you're their sponsor. They're going to be attached to you in that. And then we're going to walk them through. I'm going to use BrandRise 360 as a demo. Then we get into setting up their voice and vibe card. This is something that lets I'm going to be real quick. This is something that lets ChatGPT know who you are. You set the vibe, your tone, your energy, your voice personality, your signature phrases, your brand and emotion promise. You set this stuff up once, save it, and then ChatGPT knows that every other prompt that you're putting together as we build the launch kit, you start out your prompt, use my voice and vibe card. And then it will always follow that same ingredients that you already set up once. So that's a huge tool for people to learn how to do. Huge. It saves a ton of time going back and trying to train and type into ChatGPT how you want it to sound, what you want, your vibe to be. You set it once and it's done. And I teach people how to do this, and I teach people that this is what I've been doing to help other affiliates be successful. This is how what I train people to do is use a voice and vibe card. And again, so then we go into showing them how to do that. We walk them through. You can see on this side of the screen, I've got my chat GPT up. And so I'm walking through, I'm doing all this stuff with them. So they're getting some real training. And then I tell them, hey, we go into deeper advanced voice controls inside the master training breakthrough included in the Sparky AI launch system. And like on this one, I tell them there's a replay because people are like, I can't follow along with this. Stay to the end of the webinar and you're going to get a replay that you can fast forward, you can pause, and you can rewind at your leisure. You're going to get all the worksheets and all the ebook and everything at your fingertips so you can copy and paste at your time and offer any offer you want. Stay till the end of the webinar. So that's how we're getting them to stay. So then right before I get into the packaging, I go in and we talk to them again about BrandRise 360. I just don't want them to think that they have, that I'm trying to sell them anything. I'm just telling them, hey, this is just what I'm using for my demo. If you want to follow along with me, great. Here's a PDF. Here's a flyer of the PDF. I'll show you how to go get your affiliate user at your affiliate link so you can follow along. And then I show them how to ground their chat GPT. I go through defining their audience and their outcomes. You can see I always say use my voice card and tone for style. Use my voice code and tone for style. These are copy and paste prompts that are available on the PDF that they download. They just copy and paste it right into ChatGPT. We talk about a service summary. We put together a social post and announcement with the soft CTA, all following the same voice and vibe style. We talk to them about an inbox friendly follow up. So final edits. And this all takes about 20 minutes. I take about 20 minutes and give them some real training. So by the time I'm done with my training, we're about 30 minutes into it. I show them how to package it up, save it onto their computer so then they can use it and give them a real something to do right now. Post one social today, send one email, and send 3 DMs using your facts, using their brand kit using their launch kit that they just created. Everything's already there for them. So we train them how to do that. We help them package it all up. We talk to them about the remaining 4 income paths that we're going to cover in our advanced training series, right? And in the ebook, if they stay till the end, that they're going to get. And then we jump into Ken comes in and he introduces himself. He kind of introduces the Sparky system. We kind of transition from training. Ken comes in and does his part, tells his story. This takes about 10 minutes. So as soon as Ken's done, we're at about 45 minutes in, and then we drop our offer. And Ken and I are both on screen at this point, and we're both talking about the offer, about the instant launch system, elite annual membership. Then we break it down and we go through each one of those things. What are you getting? What is a lead? We talk about the leads. We talk about how we nurture and engage with them immediately. We talk to them about how the call center is following up and closing deals for them on those leads, how we're onboarding and training and duplication done for you, right? So we talk about these leads for a couple minutes. We jump into the master training breakthrough program. We talk about things that are included in that for a couple minutes. We do a screen share. We show them the STC cards because that's part of, they get an STC card for joining. So we show them the STC card page and all the different cards that are available. Um, we go and we talk, and then we talk to them about the STC cards a little bit. Then we go into the VIP support, unlimited one-on-one coaching, which they get in the call center from our onboarding team while they're doing the selling and everything. How they get priority access on support tickets. It's a $997 value every year. We talk to them about the vacation package that we're going to get them. And then of course, then we talk to them about our assurance plan, which is part of the Elite Annual. If they're not in profit in the first year, then their next year is free. And then we continue on. I won't keep going, but I wanted to give you a little bit of a taste of what's coming up on that. So what do you guys think about that? Does that sound exciting? Does that sound like more, you know, this is a conversion machine, you guys. We're gonna get people in, we're gonna give
Oh,
them
yeah.
value, we're gonna keep their attention, and by the time they get to the annual elite, they're gonna be jumping over themselves to join. And all we need is one person a month to sign up for everybody. If we could just get you one person a month to sign up and get them one person a month and get them one person a month, your team grows to over 4,000 people in 1 year. You're making 500 bucks a pop on every one of those sales, and life is good, especially when they join right from the webinar. And then our call center team is going to be following up with everybody that registered for the webinar, goes through the webinar, and they're going to be following up with them and then selling for you. In that case, when they call out and make that extra effort and actually call them, text them, and are reaching out to them to find out, how to get them on board, then that's when you do a commission split. So
That's right, Steve. So if someone goes through now on the upgrades, these lead packages that are only available to those that buy the annual, they're super good deals on leads. A lot of people, I think, Steve, will get the annual just because they want access to the wholesale lead pricing. But those packages are 1,800, 3,600, and 5,400. So our call center team will be selling those for you, and that's you'll get a 15% commission on that, and then we've reserved 10% for the call center. So on these upgrades, there's that extra incentive for them to do the work. But just to be clear, on all the other commissions, the 25%, all the other rates are still in place for all of our memberships, ad packs, that nothing's changed on that. But this is one category for these lead packages. We just want there to be incentives. So when someone goes through the webinar and they already signed up with the annual, right? So our call center, we want them to be incentivized to upgrade them, and so that's extra money that you wouldn't have had without having our skilled call center team upgrading with those lead packages that are there. But yeah, the splits where they go in, where they come into play, is all those leads in your back office when they're calling those and reaching out to those leads. That's a lot of work. We want them to be highly motivated to call for some of you have thousands of leads back there, and we want to make sure we have our manpower. Automation, true. All the automation, true. But when you follow it up with people, guys, that's where your conversions happen. If we do 100, 200 demos of our back office a day, we're going to be having conversions going like crazy, which Steve, I believe will be up to 200 back office demos a day.
oh yeah.
Here within the next 10 days or so.
Oh yeah. And imagine a call center. Imagine you just watched a webinar, you just got a bunch of training, you're excited about it, and then somebody calls you and says, "Hey, my name is Steve. I'm ready to go to work for you. I'm going to be doing sales for you." How does that sound? Does it sound good? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'd like you to do sales for me. Well, tell me what you like best about the webinar. What's going on? How can we get you to move forward? Are you excited about the training? Did you look at the ebook? And again, we're going to be doing sales for you just like we're talking to you right now. Does that sound good? And so people are going to be like, what is going on here? It's proof in the pudding.
Hey, Steve, I want to make very clear, this is not the business in a box, is it?
No, this is not the business in a box.
Yeah, this is
It,
just more value, more, this is going to help our conversions with everything Team Sparky. That's, that's going to be a lead, really a lead conversion machine, a money machine where all these leads, we're routing them, all the emails, we're routing them through the funnel, and the people are just buying. I mean, that's fantastic. But then whether they buy, whether they don't buy, people will be going into the onboarding, and then our team will be, anything they don't buy on their own, our team will be there helping to educate them on the value of our other products and services.
that's right. That's right. Okay, so like Ken said, this is the new funnel, one of the new funnels that we have for Team Sparky for your to convert leads for your ad packs, for the leads that are coming in on your memberships, for leads that you're sharing, when you share your link. We're going to be pushing people through this webinar by the thousands a day. 30,000 people opened up an email the other day wanting more information on about not losing their job to AI. So and that's not going to quit. Ron's sending them out, we're doing 20,000 leads a day and Ron's sending out 20,000 emails that day as they're being sent to us. And then our system goes out and sends email. When they register, as soon as they click this button, it's a two-step registration. They put in their email address. And now our system is immediately, this new webinar system, funnel system, is immediately following them, watching them, what they're doing, whether they attended, whether they registered, um, whatever the case, they're going to be sending. It sends out relevant text messages and email messages, all done for us by a $1 billion company. By these guys know what they're doing. These are like Russell Brunson guys and um, you know um, Alex Hermosi and Anthony Morris. These guys know what they're doing. Grant Cardone. And we're following exactly what the guys that are doing that are winning. That's what we're doing. We're following their same exact system. And we've just customized it for us to be able to do on replicated sites and through our replicated duplication system.
Hey,
So
Steve, I just wanted to hit that really quick because that system on its own, you don't get replicated sites. Most people wouldn't have a clue how to do what our programmers have done. So we have this powerful tool on this massive machine that your leads are tied to you. So, and by the way, so there's a couple ways people get to here, right, Steve? They can come from the emails and our marketing, but also with the you guys have a replicated site right now. Now we're changing the presentation. You could still send people to our existing webinar, but by this time next week, uh,
this new webinar will be
our
live.
commitment is to get this thing up and the new one up and complete and going by this time next week.
Yeah, and so this funnel will be replicated. There already is, but we just haven't given access to share it because we're waiting to pop in our new webinar, which you can see is almost done. Um, so that's what we have there. That's what we're doing for our existing team, our legacy members, our founding members, everybody that's got leads in the system. This is how we're going to be converting them. This is the big thing that we're doing. We're big push that we're doing. There's so much more that goes into it. Ken and I could spend another hour telling you all the cool bells and whistles and the way that we can follow up and do more webinars for this same crowd that's coming through our stuff to help convert. It's going to be an ongoing long-term deal when they're going to be getting ebooks sent to them every couple months with a lot of value and training and walkthrough, deals. And, we're constantly going to find ways to retarget them on social media, talking to them about the pain points that they've already shown interest in. So
And by the way, when people come in, they're joining the family. We'll have this type of webinar for Savings Highway and the new Millionaire Mastery Program. We're going to be spinning off lots of different webinars. Some of them are meant to be, shared with our inside, inside of our community. That Savings Highway will be one of them, because we don't want them just anyway.
We're gonna have a sticker. We're gonna have a sticker webinar as well, where
Yep.
in order to get their sticker, they're gonna have to go through the whole webinar and really understand how things work. So they're not just ordering stickers and letting them sit on their shelf. We really want to qualify them for you. If you're spending $40 to send somebody a sticker, we want them to be qualified. So we'll have a webinar for that as well. All right, well, here we go, Ken.
Drum roll for
Drum
the
roll.
business in a box.
Drum roll. Okay. So this is the new login page for the business in a box. Now you can see it looks a lot like the Sparky login page, but it's actually a separate login for BrandRise 360 that I'm not sure where the guys are yet on it, but I know that they're
The,
working on
the,
getting all the
the,
menu links put together. This is the reason, I think Ken mentioned this, the reason we're keeping it separate as a separate login is there's separate products that we're offering in here. And we don't want, if somebody's marketing just BrandRise 360, we don't want them to feel like, hey, Sparky AI is going to be competing with my BrandRise 360. That's the only reason we have a separate login. There's separate affiliate commissions involved that we're going to go over. But so this is the new landing. This is the new page. Now it's still built within our Sparky system, and from the Sparky dashboard, I don't know that it's live yet, but
the link in our back office will take people to Brand Rise.
right. So
The link
oh,
in this.
there it is. There it
Yep.
is right there.
Yep.
So when you're in the Sparky system, if somebody wants to buy a BrandRise 360 product, they'll come here and they'll be able to log right in, and they'll actually, this will take them, they'll see where they're at. And it actually should take them to the landing page. There you go. So it finds out, make sure that who you are, make sure you're connected to whoever you're at, and then it's going to take you right into, because at this point, if they're not in our system, they'll go to the landing page, and then they'll fill in their information here, and then they'll be part of the system. If because these pages are run on AI, so the AI knows these are smart pages again, so it finds you, it finds who you're connected to. If you're not part of the system at all, it'll immediately take you right here. This is the landing page. As you can see, these are already replicated. This is my funnel link right now. And so I can send this out and people will come here and it'll be all tracked, commissions tracked, everything done. Let's watch this quick video right here. I think it kind of helps set the tone, and then we'll get right into it. Ever feel like you're doing 3 jobs just to run one business? Answering calls, chasing DMs, and still missing leads? I've been there. I'm Steven Schwartz, otherwise known as Hawaii Steve, and I'm 25 years in the business building systems, businesses, and massive teams in network marketing, earning millions of dollars in commissions. And this is BrandRise 360. A quick story. I run a luxury detail company here in Hawaii. And before this system, I was taking calls on the job, scribbling down notes on a notepad, maybe making 80 grand a year if I was lucky. Once I put my system in place, I scaled, added a crew of team members, and did just about $1 million that year, and I've never looked back. Today, AI runs inside my workflows, clients get crystal clear updates, and my whole team uses our branded app. Everything managed in real time from A to Z. Together with my partner, Ken Bollender, a seasoned entrepreneur who built million-dollar traditional businesses and teams in network marketing, we designed an all-in-one system. We combined best of the best software services, custom coding from our next level, development team, and we partnered with the biggest lead provider in the industry, 25 years plus in business, to handle your leads and advertising when you choose a brand leader or agency package. Onboarding is super simple. We'll set your system up and train your team in a couple of days so you can focus on income producing activities instead of juggling and learning 5 different tools. With just $10 to $15 a day, our clients typically see dozens of appointments, around 30 on average, turning into 10 to 20 new customers, clients, and or team members. If you want a 5-star online presence and a system your team actually uses, you're in the right place. Tap Get My System and let's build something that we can scale together. Aloha. So that's the little video that they see that gets them, that kind of gets them a little bit of their feet wet. They know that they're going to get a demo where we're going to show them some Facebook ads. We're going to show them how the branded app works. We're going to show them around the system a little bit and show them how, answer their questions and see how it is that we can help them customize for whatever it is that they're excited about, whatever it is that they're doing.
Hey, Steve, if somebody knows somebody that's interested right now, uh, how do they get an appointment for us to talk to their leads?
So in order to get an appointment, you just go through this funnel, and then you'll get over to the page, and you can just set up an appointment right here. So,
So Steve, we'll make the sell and they make the commission, right?
that's right. Yeah, it wants me
Perfect.
to log in. Yes. So anyways, you just set up an appointment here, and Ken and I will go on and we'll do this. We'll do the appointment. Um, and we're going to take them through. We're going to do demos. We're going to show them all the different things that come with the system. You can see that there's a lot of value in these brand builder systems. So the first one is a brand builder, and then the second package is the brand leader. And we also have a brand enterprise, which we don't show pricing for. We don't show anything for. It's they have to set up an appointment, and that's for like the big companies, like network marketing company owners, bigger enterprise companies, guys that are looking to go really big, and those are like 150 to $250,000 for a brand enterprise system that we will be selling. I can promise you that. I don't know how many network marketing companies some of our leaders were putting us in front of that wanted the system for their company. So we'll be selling those packages, and you get a commission on that. Imagine getting a 10% commission on a $150,000 system. And all you ever did was share a link with them. So that's what we're talking about. The brand builder package starts at $49.97. That's for the whole setup. After that, it's $100 per month to manage it. You get a complete funnel customized and done for you. You get a complete website and funnel building tool that's drag and drop. So you can create as many funnels as you want, as many websites as you want that you can share with your team and that you can market with and that you can advertise with. It comes with, we start everybody out with $250 ad credits. So we're going to build a funnel, we're going to build ads, we're going to launch those ads for them on with the 250. Then they get to choose what they want to spend every single month after that. It's all managed by Ron and our AI system. So as people are as they start to spend a little bit more, we have like a 10% charge fee to manage their advertising for them with new creatives and making sure that everything's being optimized. With the brand leader package, there's $500 that we start them out with. This is to get their system working and going and get them activity and get some appointments set up for them. So then they're excited about it, and they're having some results. And then we show them how with just $10 to $15 a day and more ad spend that they can keep that flow going. For most folks, 10 to 20 appointments, 10 to 20 people that sign up for whatever it is that they're doing, that's extraordinary. That's extraordinary. If we get 30 people, and these systems are I get at least 30 to 50 appointments a month with my detail company. That's a true story. I get it, and this is I have the same exact system, and they run my ads for me. I'll never ever leave them, even though I have my own that I can do, because I have a branded phone number with that system that I'll never leave. I've been advertising with that thing for 6 years. Um, and people know me and it works. It just works. It just works. So why would I ever do anything? And my whole team can answer people and talk to people and get their schedule, create invoices, get paid all from one app that's branded to me. My whole team is on that app. My customers see the messages. I get so many 5-star reviews of my customers saying, "Wow, the communication was great, the scheduling was great, everything you guys do is great, the service was great." Because I take all of that work off of my service techs, and all they have to do is focus on doing a really good job. Everything else is done for them with this system. This software system made it work. And so, it works. And so we want to help people do that as well. So this is not just for uh business, this is not just for network marketers. This is for influencers, team builders, and local businesses as well. Pizza shops could use this. Realtors could use this. Chiropractors could use this. So many different companies, painters, roofers, landscapers, detailing companies, you name it. They need a system. And it's all done for them with AI built in every step of the way. It comes with AI, automated SMS, email, voicemail drops, AI calling, all built into the system. It comes with live two-way texting, emailing, and conversations that not only the owner of the system is having, but their team, their staff, and their team are also able to jump in on these conversations and take appointments, answer questions, book appointments, make sales, and close sales. And everything's handled and managed within this software. There's a live AI web chat bubble so they can talk with their AI. We'll train the AI to know what it is that they're talking about, and that live AI chat bubble can book appointments for them, answer questions, and get them to the right person, and transfer them, even do live transfers to people so they can talk. It comes with the full social media integration and auto post planner built in on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube, Google My Business, and Blue Sky. So we integrate those, we help build those presences out, and then when people message and they're communicating, it's all on the app, just like a text message. It's no different than a text message. You can talk to people on Facebook, Instagram, wherever they're finding you. It all comes to the one app that your whole team can see. It's nothing less than incredible. Like, I never have to go to any of my Facebook page. I don't do any of that for my detail company. I spend all my time here because that company runs itself because I've been able to use this software. Um, and this, and so full Facebook and Instagram integration for the two-way communication and ad optimization and AI management. It comes with 100,000 contacts, a full CRM with customer relationship management. So this is a full CRM. You can upload leads. You can you can buy traffic that comes to these leads. You can advertise and get traffic coming to it. You can share your link. You can talk to people. And now you have a professional presence to send them to where they're going to be getting automated messages, automated follow ups, booking appointments, and getting the information that they really want to get, all managed with this software, with this system. Calendar setup and two-way sync. This is super important. So Ken and I are taking appointments now for you guys, for anybody that's sharing their links, that somebody wants to buy a brand rise package. Ken and I are personally taking appointments. Well, that causes a little bit of some chaos in our life, right? So what do? We have it synced to our Google Calendar, and on our Google Calendar, we're just putting in other appointments that maybe we have, or maybe we have a call center training, or maybe we have like this webinar. I have it marked off on my calendar. Somebody couldn't book an appointment for me during this time, but I don't have to go into the software and do it. I just go to my Google Calendar. And so and I have my Google Calendars linked. So when I get an appointment, it goes onto my Google Calendar. It automatically won't double book me for an appointment, which is really cool. Um, and it also comes with affiliate commissions. So this is where it gets fun, you guys. Let's say you're a brand builder. You get a brand builder system, okay? And you start and you're branding yourself, and you're, let's say you're branding Sparky AI, and you get some of your team members to start joining. Well, what are they going to want to do? They're going to want to offer this same system to people so they know that they're part of a cohesive system where leads are rotating, ads are being done, they can join in advertising co-ops and get more leads, they're taking appointments, everything's done on an app, they've got support, they've got a leader, they've got a system. And so you join, let's say it's for Melaleuca or something. And then so they're going to obviously want their team to join that same system. As a matter of fact, that's how their presentations go. Every time somebody joins, the brand builder, in this case, or the brand leader, gets an override commission on the $100 a month we charge for them to be able to use this system as a brand user. They get their own phone number. They can go in and make their own. They can make their own websites, their own funnels. They can do their whole thing. They can use this system. Everything's there done for them, and they also get all the tools that they can do for themselves for $100 a month. So the brand builder will get an override, get $10 every month, 10%. And the sponsor that brought them in will get $15. So no matter how deep your organization goes, if you got 100 people on your organization and it's 100 levels deep, and somebody goes out and signs up a new brand user in your system, you're going to make $10 a month off of that brand user every single time. Plus, they're building your business. Plus, they're in your team building your main business, right? And then let's say that new brand user decides, hey, I want to upgrade, I want to get my own system. Great. You can go buy a brand builder system, and then you'll make, if it's from that guy 100 levels deep, as an owner, you're going to get $200 every time somebody buys a brand builder or a brand leader position. You get a share of that. As a brand builder, if somebody buys a brand builder, you get $200. The sponsor that shared it with them makes $800. If they buy a brand leader package, it's like $1,500 that you make as a brand builder or a brand leader owner, and then the sponsor makes like 3,000. How's that? Is that cool or what?
So Steve, on the brand builder, if the person, the leader within that system, they're not even there. It's just a $200 override, right? Now, what if that brand builder actually sold the system himself or
Then
herself?
they make the whole $1,000. They
That's
make the
right.
whole deal.
That's right.
Right. Yeah. Same thing if they sell a brand leader package, they make $4,500.
So guys, as a paid member in Sparky right now, if one of your leads buys these systems, okay, goes through the funnel and they buy it, you could make an $800 commission. Okay,
That's right. Right,
an
right,
$800 commission for selling this.
right from the dashboard. It's on the dashboard now. Well, anyways, yeah, let me get back to what we were talking about. But it's on the dashboard. So if any one of your guys' team members goes in and buys a brand uh builder package, you're gonna make that commission. That's what you're saying, right, Ken?
Yeah, and you may end up doing splits, guys, because the brand builder, they're going to establish a relationship with their team, and they may do a split on the $800 commission with their team if they're right there in the trenches working with them. Maybe they'll work out a split. The other thing, guys, this is also in that category. All of your leads that are back there, our team's going to be calling them and talking to them about all of these things. And so in that case, where you're 100% passive, you would end up getting the $400 commission. You'd split it with our call center. Again, this is for the outreach, but all the leads that come through, if they go ahead and come through and they go ahead and buy it, or they go inbound into our call center, then we're going to pay our call center separately, and you'll make the whole $800. So if you have leads that come through, they go into onboarding, you're going to make the whole $800. we're only doing the splits off all of those leads that we're doing that outreach for. We want to make sure that we can build an army of motivated people that's going to call your thousands of leads. You know, for many of you have thousands of leads, and we want to make sure our call center team is highly motivated to call through all those leads as fast as possible.
That's right. Yep. And so the really cool thing is, get this, you guys. This is crazy. Why is it? Oh, it's because I think. Let me pull up. Keep talking there for a second, Ken. I'm going to pull up another page. That this is
Yeah,
really
guys, we were you know, we were hoping that our programmers can get it done by today. By the way, they've pulled off miracles. We've given them a very short timeline. Like, you know, could you get it done to by tomorrow? When we're talking to one of our programmers, been working on this for quite some time, but we needed uh, you know, our other tech specialists to really get in there and do some last minute things, coding of the commissions. So, you know, this, if it's not 100% available, you know, tonight, it'll be very, very soon. So keep an eye on that. You have your link in your back office. But guys, that's very, very exciting. So now it's become that much more profitable to be in Sparky as an affiliate member, because your leads that come in, you know, they're going to be buying these packages, whether you talk to them or not. They're going to be buying these packages.
That's right. And when they go to buy the package, this is really exciting, you guys. And it still shows you how well we've put together this company. I mean, we're in it for the long run. And, you know, we've been vetted by all the social media platforms that allow us to advertise the market. We've attracted really big, you know, partnerships with developers, lead providers, advertising agencies. Um, but our banks even love us, and they're upped our financing, you guys. So let's say somebody wants to get a $30,000 system. Guess what? They can finance it through Affirm and through Klarna. They can finance it through Affirm and through Klarna. That's something crazy. I mean, let's say they're really you know, they want the big package, which I wouldn't, you know, I see a lot of people wanting that big package because it comes with a ton of stuff. 5 funnels built for them, plus a full 5-page website. Plus, they get all extra perks and benefits, and they can build a community like a Facebook community on their in their deal on their app. They can build courses and quizzes and do full on coaching and the whole 9 yards, all built in. And our company that we've hired to fulfill will go in and set it all up for us. So this isn't like the Ken and Steve show. We've got a big company that we've already partnered with. We've already paid for more money than I want to let you know to do this. and and they're going to go in and fulfill. They're going to be setting up these packages. They're going to be doing the fulfillment. They're going to be doing the support. They're going to be doing everything for us. All the reason Ken and I are doing it for these first 10 and we're all hands in is because we're developing the system that we're going to train that team on how to do. So we want to know from ourselves. Every business I've ever started, I've started from every step, every position in that company. I've learned myself, and that's kind of what we're doing with this. So, but look at this; they can finance it for $1,000 a month to have a brand leader package, the big boy package, for $1,000 a month with the firm. That's insane. So I'm really excited about that. And they can even get financing like through PayPal is doing financing as well. Look at that. Pay later right there for the $5,000 package. I'm not sure they were talking to me about doing it for, look at that. PayPal upped our credit limit too for financing up for the $30,000 package. So yeah, that's news to me. I knew it was for the smaller package, but I've been working with them and it looks like they approved us for the big package. So somebody could get financing.
Steve, I've done a lot of research in a lot of systems out there, and a comparable package is like 11,000 is their low end, 35,000 is the next step up, 50,000 is the next step up, and they don't offer any financing. So guys, this is a very unique proposition, the brand builder, the $5,000 package. What's the payment on the $5,000 package, Steve?
Let's take a look. It's pretty low.
And with that, I expected the bigger package to be more.
It's like $170 a month.
Yeah. So nearly 200. So when we're looking at the other package, which is 6 times more, I was expecting the payment would be about $1,200 a month on a $30,000 package.
Yeah,
What's the payment on the 30,000?
it's like $1,000, thousand
Yeah,
and change.
yeah, that I
Yeah,
was pretty excited about that.
yeah. So hey, before I get into it, I wanted to pick on Scott Elstadler. Will you? I'm gonna see if I can. Can we let him unmute himself? It's not giving me. Oh, there we go. You can unmute yourself, Scott. Scott, I had an appointment with Scott yesterday, and Scott's all in. By the way, Scott, I'm really amazed at everything that you're doing, and your energy, and for being so forthright and really sticking it in and seeing the value that you have here. I just want you to kind of tell everybody kind of your story, why you got excited, and why you bought a brand builder package.
Yeah, sure. I'm very, very excited about it. Um, I'm a firm believer in using a CRM to control everything. And I've been in the market trying one program after another for the last several months. And I also want to do direct emails and texts. And what I'm finding technically is that to get an email to land in somebody's inbox is black magic. And
I love it.
I've hired all these companies. I've learned more things technically than I ever wanted to know about DKMs and DRMs and so forth. And it's still not getting where I want to go. So I've been fascinated the fact that you guys can get stuff to land in the inbox and you can get text. And if you want to send group text, it's a whole other ball of wax to stay in compliance. It's very difficult. It's expensive. And again, I'm going from platform to platform to platform. I'm spending $100 a month on this stuff and not really accomplishing what I want to do. So when I heard of this program, I got really interested in it. And besides that, all the marketing stuff that you're doing and the social media and creating this brand for me, I just happened to create a separate website recently called Solid Profits. And I was talking to Steve and how we can incorporate that into this whole program with the Brand 360. And I'm looking at, what you guys are charging for it. I know initially, like a lot of this stuff, until we figure it out, seems very expensive. The value is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And the basic idea of Sparky is it's, you set it up and it'll run itself. But I'm sure besides myself, there's a lot of people that want to get a little more proactive and hit the gas a little bit more. And this is a perfect way to do it. And I'm all in on this thing.
Nice,
Yeah.
awesome.
Awesome.
And
Well said, Scott. We appreciate you. You've been so loyal and supportive to us. We greatly appreciate you.
Well, you guys
yeah,
have a great vision, and I know a lot of us who have been around are going to reap the benefits hugely.
That's right.
yeah, yeah. Great job,
Awesome.
Scott. Can't wait to dig in and get your system built, man. I've been getting excited about it. Been looking at your website and getting some ideas and putting together some ad ideas and stuff like that. So
Excellent.
very, very,
Excellent.
very excited. But
I don't mind being a guinea pig.
yeah,
Awesome.
we're gonna crush it. We're gonna crush it, my friend.
Hey, let's talk about that for a minute. So look at this guy. So you have Steve's going to be doing his creatives, the visuals, and all that. Ron's going to be in there optimizing his ad spend, the creatives there with retargeting. We're jump starting him with some leads, and so again, reaching out to the leads and making sure you're in the inbox. So our first 10 members, and Scott's one of our first 3 members in this, are going to get Steve's time, Ron's time, my time. So, you know, it's that's a lot of value added. And to have Steve there, helping with that, and Ron is just amazing. So,
Yeah, I'm pretty
congratulations.
excited about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Yeah,
That's
Well, thanks a lot.
congratulations, partner. All right.
awesome.
Thanks for jumping on here, Scott. I appreciate
No
it.
problem.
Okay. All right.
Looking forward
So
to you earning those $1,000 commissions when the leads come in and people say, I want that system too. So that's
yeah, that's right. Well, actually, Scott, you were pretty excited about how that affiliate program works, right? You can earn to infinity.
Yeah, I mean that's that's you guys throw a lot of stuff in there. It's hard to process sometimes. You do it so fast, but this is
Yeah.
pretty awesome. I think a few years from now, some of us are going to be absolutely amazed at what's happened.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree with you 100%. Yeah.
absolutely.
So, all right.
Awesome. Hey, thanks, Scott. Appreciate it,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah, appreciate you. So I just wanted to share because I was really impressed with Scott's, ability to see the vision and to what he's already created and how he's going to use this to market his Sparky system. His website, it's all about Sparky. He did a phenomenal job putting it together. And so we're going to integrate that for him and brand him personally and his website, and we're going to advertise it, and he's going to be taking appointments and signing people up like crazy. And then he's got the full support of everybody in Team Sparky, the call center, the webinars, the funnels, everything else that's included in that as well. And here's the thing. Every one of those brand users gets their own unique phone number. We assign it to them. We own that phone number. You own that phone number as a brand leader or a brand uh, builder. What does that mean? They're going to be putting that number out there. People are going to be getting that number. People don't want to lose their number once they start advertising and once they start marketing. Once they get that phone number out there, they're going to stick with it. So even if they go buy a brand builder package, they're going to set up a separate account outside of your account that they're already in. And they're not going to want to lose the momentum they already have in your system. So they're going to be paying you but they're going to be paying us $100 a month forever. I know. I do it with Zippy Clean. I could create my own system, easily do my own deal, but I'll never leave the guys that set me up because they own my phone number. And they do it all for me and they do a really good job. So I mean, I'm loyal, and I don't want to lose that number that thousands and thousands and thousands of people have saved on their cell phone from over the years of me doing business with them. When they text message that number, they're gonna get my team responding to them. You can bet on it. They call, they're gonna get my automated system. They're gonna talk to my AI. They're gonna get their appointment set up, and it's never gonna end. I'm no way ever will I ever leave them. And I pay them $1,000 a month. I pay $1,000 a month plus my ad spend. So I spend about $1,000 a month in ads, and I pay them $1,000 a month, and I'll never stop ever. It's $2,000. It's just part of my overhead. And so we're not doing, and so the system we have is absolutely comparable, even better than the system I have, and it's for a lot less, it's a lot less money. So this works great for businesses. It works great for network marketers. Are you kidding me? This is a dream come true for network marketers. Um, there's a lot of other custom features that we can add into it. We're going to be doing some helping people with video production, more graphic design. We're going to help people with having an AI voice caller, just like Sparky. There's so much more that we can customize and build into this thing that it's just mind boggling. But that's where we're at, you guys. I'm excited about it. Very, very, very excited about it. And we're going to be talking a lot more about it. We're going to have, we'll be doing separate webinars to really go over everything in Brand Builder. I definitely encourage you to go click the link in your back office, go take a look and get that link out there. Start sharing that affiliate link. Imagine, $1,000 commission, $4,500 commission is nothing to sneeze at. And people need this. They want it. They need it. The links tell the story. Those funnels will tell the story, and you will, and then Ken and I, and as we train our call center, and we have some of our call center staff step up to be brand rise consultants, we'll be taking appointments for you and doing one-on-one Zooms with them, walking them through, giving them a demo. Just like I did with Scott, I spent about an hour with him, and we went through it all. And that's what we're going to be doing for everybody. So, $4,500 commission, $1,000 commissions is on the table. It's just an additional product that you can utilize to make some money. And and like Ken said, if you are looking to really set yourself aside from everybody else and get a branded system yourself, now is the time. Now is the time you're going to get more perks, more bonuses, more of our time than anybody else will get.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna have an absolute selling machine for Sparky, but now that selling machine is gonna help sell the MMM program with Savings Highway. That same selling machine is gonna sell our new products. And Steve, do people have to know about everything in order to get paid off all these products?
No, I don't know anything. Not a thing.
So Steve, why else now? Why are we adding this now? Is this meant to be a distraction from Sparky, or why are we doing this now?
We're doing it to help support you and the company. Because the monies that come in from these packages, there's enough there to help us fuel the whole company. That's
Right.
why we came out with these packages, because they're fulfillable 100%. Somebody buys a brand rise package, that package is going to be fulfilled. They're going to have a system that works. They're going to have their system up. Everything that we say is going to be done in rapid time.
Yeah.
And then we'll be able to take the money that's earned from doing that work and from selling those systems and put it into managing our whole company, making sure that everybody's getting leads every single day, making sure that those leads are engaged and follow up, making sure that we're paying the call center on time. And as this webinar fuel, as our webinar funnel really takes fire with our new Catch the Wave webinar series, those annual elites are going to be coming in like crazy. You guys' teams are going to start growing. I can promise you that. We're going to get annual elites, we're going to get elites, we're going to get pros, and we're going to get free members signing up like never before. And they're going to be engaged. They're going to get value from day one. They're not just there for an all-in-one system. They're there to be part of a community. And they're going to get that value. And the system's going to be working, and it's going to work for them. And all they need to do is get one sign up a month from those 600 leads that we're giving them every single month when they get the elite annual. One sign up, $500 in their pocket. Plus, once that person gets one sign up, they sign up for the annual elite, they're going to earn $500. And their team's going to start growing. Over a year, that's over 4,000 people in your team. All in. An annual elite member is going to be all in. They're going to go join all the streams of income. They're going to buy more lead packages. They're going to buy ad packs. And they're going to, continue to get trained, and they're going to continue to be part of our ecosystem and our community and our group and your team. That's what it's all about.
Hey, Steve, there's a concept that I've thought about when it comes to marketing, kind of a crazy concept called recycling your trash. Okay, so how many people have looked at Sparky and they just didn't quite get the abundance mentality the way we see it, that well, hey, I'll join your 6 companies and I'll do this. I'll put in my 2 companies there. No, they're just focused on their one company. So they're like, hey, I see what you're doing with Sparky, but it's not for me. I want to focus on this one thing. So we put those leads in the trash, right?
Yeah, right.
That's what happens. How many people in our network do you think all these network marketers, how many other network marketers do they know that they're just drooling over a system like this? right? That they can introduce this. It's more profit, it's more money. And then how many of you that just would like the idea of putting your hands on the steering wheel of your own success, and you want to not just ride on our coattails, you want to learn this stuff, you want to develop yourself, you want to become a marketer, you want to learn how to sell, you want to learn, you want to develop as a person. You know, I'm just amazed and impressed how many of you want to do that, right? So there's a lot that, you know, are like, yeah, I just want to sign up, let you guys do everything. But there's a lot of you that want to grow as people. You want to learn the AI. Steve, I'm so excited. I I kind of like, well, Steve has that AI handle. I haven't learned any of this stuff. I'm looking forward to learning this myself. So, you know, the more skills that we have, the more confidence we can have in our ability to make a living for our families. So, um, I'm super fired up. You know, Steve, we have the call center initiative. We have the new funnel that's launching next week. The business in a box, guys, that will go viral. You know, our sales will be up. I project here in the next, you know, 45 days, the 30 days. I think by the end of this month, guys, our sales are going to be skyrocketing considerable, and they're going to keep growing. Now, they may, you know, adjust a little bit during the holidays. You know, we can't pretend like during the holidays that things don't slow down a little bit. But you know, we you know, that's isn't that a great time as we're selling these systems and getting these systems in place. You know, we could be really helping those systems get put together. So the marketers, as they move into January, the best time of the year, will have an incredible system that's just one of the most amazing systems on the marketplace that they'll be able to hit the ground running coming up in January. So anyway, Steve, I'm super fired up. Here's one thing, guys. Business is not easy, right? It's great to have a vision, and we have put our hearts and souls into doing this. Have we had some bumps along the road? Absolutely. Has Savings Highway had some bumps along the road? Absolutely. But guess what? When you have a vision, when you have a mission, when you have a crusade, failure is not an option, is it? It's not, you know, there's a difference between a purpose and a plan. I think our purpose is pretty clear. We want to help a lot of people. We want to help people that don't want to, you know, they don't want to learn the skills of network marketing. They don't like to sell. They don't like to recruit. That's still a big part of what we're doing. But there are a lot of people that want to go the extra mile. They want to work in the call center. They want to learn marketing. And why not put those resources to work and expand those resources, which will really help us fund and carry the people that don't want to do all that stuff. You know, so there's a lot of different types of people out there. But guys, just rest assured that Steve and we are absolutely dedicated to this. We have put a ton of this, you know, a ton of work into this, our hearts and souls. And if we didn't feel like launching this business in a box was, you know, the right thing to do right now, we wouldn't be doing it. But Steve, I am so fired up. I can see this going viral because we've taken the governor off. There's no reason why people wouldn't want to share this with everyone they know in network marketing, because it's what people are wanting. And you know, they're drooling, man, I want a system like that. I want to use AI. So I'm super fired up, guys. And
Hey, Ken, before we go, I just want to share this one last thing,
sure.
last screen share. So this is our STC cards, you guys. We've got 100 of them already in pre-mint phase right now, and they're available. You can see a lot of them are already being sold. People are buying them, and or they're getting them as part of their elite annual package. There's still a lot available. Um, they're all really cool. They come, you get you not only get a sample graphic that you can use on social media. So somebody doesn't have your full graphic, you get a high resolution, uh, digital asset that's copywritten. It's got all the metadata and JSON information in it to be minted. Um, you also get a whole storybook. We're putting together actually a 40-page ebook. It's going to be like comic book style with each one of these STC cards, with the whole story that goes along with each card, where it's at in the development of the Sparky AI system. You can see these designs are really a top notch. They're really, really cool. As a matter of fact, I wanted to show you, Scott got, which one did Scott get? I wanted it. I was like, oh, that was one of my favorites. Right here, yeah, the signal saver.
Oh, that's slick. That's slick.
Scott grabbed that one. When he got his brand rise package. Um, he also got an annual elite package at the same time, so he was able to get this card. So you can see there's a lot of really cool cards, and we're just going to keep spitting them out. They're going to keep coming. The next 50 are going to be with Electra in this Sparky Legendary Edition, so there'll be another 50 to this series, and then after that, we're going to be going into our momentum cards. So I'm not going to spill the beans on what the momentum cards are going to look like, but Sparky obviously will be in his 4.8 or 5.0 outfit, and Electra will join him as well. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that these are up, they're available. These are in pre-mint stage, you guys. We will be going to a NFT on these cards. Anybody that gets them now will have included with the cost of the minting of these cards. So they'll go on the open blockchain. You'll have all the copyright, meta, and ownership on the digital world, in the digital world. So nobody could ever copy it from you or do anything. And then you could trade them and sell them actually online as well. As our company grows and gets more value and the story continues to shape, the community continues to shape, these cards, we're not saying they're an investment right now. Right now, they're a collectible card. But when they do go to NFT, they will, gain and lose value. That's what NFTs do. So
Awesome. Hey, Steve, while you're sharing your screen, would you mind sharing the getting started section in our regular back office? And just draw people's attention down to the bottom of that where the application is for the call center.
yeah, as a matter of fact, I can do that. I stopped sharing my screen, but I'll share it again.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry, I thought.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
let me return. I think I'm gonna have to log back in, which is okay.
Yeah, guys, it's a great time to look at being in the call center. The call center's on fire. I was just so impressed with our team, and we're going to grow it fast with this kind of money on the table, guys. We're going to have some amazing success stories here in the coming weeks of people making some great money. And if you have an interest in that, so go to your back office, click the dashboard, scroll down to the bottom, and there's a place there. Couple of links there. One is the link to the training for the call center. Once you're accepted with the call center, you'll be given that password. But there's a link there. I think that's the top one there, Steve. Yeah, the application. So if you're interested in that, fill out that application. And then if you want to be proactive, just go during the day, just join teamsparky.live and pop in and just say, hey, I filled an application. What can I do to get going in the call center? Because we're going to be taking those outbound from 25 to 50 really, really quick. So if you have an interest in that, we invite you to apply. Because
That's
we
it.
are going to be training a lot of people and moving very fast with that.
That's right. Yeah. Um, and then of course your brand rise 360 is here, and then all your affiliate links you also have affiliate links in your promo dashboard. Let's see if you've got those up yet. Oh, there you go. Here's your affiliate link for the brand rise.
All right. Woohoo.
That's available. Yeah. And then and then on the dashboard, on the actual brand rise 360 dashboard, as a system owner or a brand member, which means you're part of somebody's system, you'll be logging into the brand rise dashboard that I showed you. So you'll be logging in here, and then all of your activity will be, managed within this site here. I don't think that they've got this up, but we'll take a look. I know that this was the last kind of thing that they were going to be working on, was making sure that all that stuff is up and going. Now, I'm just logging in with the same information with my same, okay. Yeah, so they still need to code it for us, but you can see there's a lot different messaging here. There's going to be marketing materials, including, ads and Google posts and everything like that. We'll have a brand rise bot in there to help you write scripts and emails and text messages. Of course, there's my wallet, my team, and affiliate links for brand rise. So this is still the programmers are still working on it, but I did want to show you that it's a separate link.
Oh, by the
So,
way, the question was about the commission schedule. That's in the getting started. You scroll down, there's a PDF. We will need to be updating that with a lot of the different things that we talked about. But the best thing you can do is just join the call center and you can get more information that way.
yeah, and here's our compensation. It's a PDF that you can download, and it goes over our compensation. We're going to be upgrading this to our 4.8 system, with some of the stuff that Ken was talking about. We're not taking away from anything. The only thing that we're doing is adding more to it, and then offering the split when a call center staff goes out and makes a call on a lead proactively and sells them a product, then there'll be a secondary split. And from our consensus, we asked everybody, what do you guys think about that on our last team update? And
Mhm.
everybody on the call said, yeah, I'll split sales. If the call center is going out and calling to make sales for me, I'll split with them. And so it just makes all the sense in the world. So that's what we'll be changing there. But thank you guys for joining us today. We're super excited. I'm so fired up, man. I'm I'm ready to take a break, but I'll be back at 3 o'clock in the morning. You can bet on that. I'll be up bright and early.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And I'll be in the call center tomorrow. So if you want to get started tomorrow, you can join us. I'll be there. Just yeah, join the team, guys. We're gonna have a lot of fun, make money, and
Yeah.
help a lot of people in the process.
Yeah, and get on our calendar. Make sure you schedule an appointment with us if you're interested in getting your own brand rise system. And if you've got leads that are, you got some folks that you want to talk to, send them your link, get them on an appointment, and then join them on that appointment. And we'll do a group appointment. As a matter of fact, we've got a couple of those set up already from folks that wanted to talk to us. So in the UK, and it's kind of a whole group thing. So he's bringing his group in on the appointment. So we'll do that for you guys, and we're going to be doing that at least for the next while. So it's going to be at least through November, I would imagine. I'm going to be taking appointments through November to help you
Yeah,
guys
yep.
get sales as we train some other guys to really high level, call center folks to be able to do that. And then, so
Yeah, I'm taking appointments from 8 in the morning till 8 at night Mountain Time. So
yeah,
just go ahead and schedule it, and I'll be there, or Steve will be there. And
that's right. Yep. And all right, that's all I have for you guys. Stay tuned. Next Thursday is going to be another epic Thursday. We'll have the replay of today's video up later today. It'll be hitting YouTube tonight. We'll get it on our dashboard by tomorrow. And rock and roll. We love you guys so much. I love you guys to death. Thank you so much for being here, part of our community, part of our group, part of our team, and all the support, all the patience, and uh, all the fire and love and everything that you guys give is very much appreciated. You are appreciated, and I personally will not ever stop until we're all winning. And I know I can say the same for Ken, but
that's right. As long as I'm breathing, guys, I'm here.
that's right. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and unless you have anything else, Ken, I'm gonna go
No,
ahead
I'm
and
good. I
Hey,
totally, love you guys. Appreciate you so much. So many of you have just, it just warms my heart when I get messages like one guy's like, "Thank you so much for putting this together. You're my only hope for success in network marketing." When you hear a message like that, and um, new expecting mothers that are going, "Wow, this will allow me to be home with my kids," and we know this is incredibly important for everybody here, and it's just such a joy, such an honor that it's just appreciate everybody that locks arms with us. It means a lot to us, and it's gonna be fun ride, guys. It's gonna happen, and excited for the journey. Right, Tyson? Thumbs up, Tyson. Come on, let's see
That's
it.
right, baby. Come on.
Thumbs up, thumbs up. There we go.
Hey, Ken.
Yes.
Hey, can I say something about losing jobs?
Yeah, sure.
Go
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, in 1848, gold was discovered at Sutter's Mill in California. For a whole year, nobody knew about it till James Polk, who was president, announced it in December. So it went from January to December, nobody knew about it, but James Polk announced it. And all of a sudden, there was a gold rush going into California. And most of the people that went and dug gold didn't make any money. And the people who made money were the ones selling the shovels.
That's right.
We have a shovel here.
That's right.
And there was this one guy, he got the idea. He took a tent and he cut it up and made a pair of pants out of it. And people really liked those pants. They were good, they were durable. And when you say the name Levi Strauss, everybody knows who you're talking about. That was the guy who made a pair of pants out of a tent.
Wow. No kidding.
And it was for the gold rush. We have the Levi's here with this whole system is Levi's.
That's right. I love it. It's so true.
That's right. There's a lot of people want to strike gold in network marketing and AI, and we have the tools.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not going to be long before I'm telling you that people are going to have a home business
Yep.
to survive. So it's not even a matter of wanting, it's going to be a matter of survival. As we transition into, the next 20 or 30, 10, 20 years of technology, we're in the technology era. As we transition to a full-blown technology, based humanity, there's going to be a lot of displacement of jobs and a lot of displacement of careers, and more and more people are going to need to have a home business.
Because they're sitting on their butts making money, they'll start looking more like me.
Or have more time to go to the gym and start looking at
That's right. I like that.
All right, you guys.
Love
Go
you
ahead and
guys.
unmute yourselves.
Appreciate
Let's
you.
everybody say goodbye, and we'll be here same bat time, same bat channel next week.
And some of you, I'll see you in the morning. See you in the
That's
morning.
right. Yeah.
Good
Bye.
night,
Aloha,
everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Take care.